Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan 'abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'dahu. Amma ba'd. Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Okay. First of all, general to our principals of SMA Ibnu Hikmah Bekasi, Ustazah Farhatun, the assistant principals of student affairs, Ustaz Fatah, the honorables of principal in curriculum, Ustazah Adin, and all of my beloved friends here. First of all, let's give our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us His grace, mercy, so that we can enter in His place in safe and sound conditions. Secondly, prayers and salutations always be given to our greatest prophet all the time, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the path of stupidity to the joy of Islam that we can enjoy today. So, without waiting any longer, here in this place there will be two speakers for this morning. The first speaker will be Miss Talita from the Akhwat side. Takbir! Very nice. And then the other side is Mr. Akhtar from the Ikhwan side. Takbir! That's all. And are you ready? Miss Talita, are you ready? Yes, you're ready. Good. Mr. Akhtar, are you ready? Do your best, and it is the first time. And for the other students, wait your turn. Wait your turn. So, to start this, please, for Mr. Miss Talita, come forward and give your class start. Give applause.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'da. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Good morning to Honorable the Headmaster of Nur Hikmah Islamic Senior High School, Ustazah Farhatun, all my beloved teachers, and all my dearest friends. I'd like to express my gratitude for giving me the time and opportunity to speak in this morning about an important topic. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for the grace that on us all to arrive here in good health. Prayers and salutation given the greatest prophet all the time, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who guide us from the darkness and stupidity to the glory of Islam this time. Standing in front of you all, I'm Zakia Talita Sahi from Tan Mariam. I would like to give a speech about environmental diplomacy in the triple planetary crisis, from awareness to action. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to discuss about triple planetary crisis, which includes climate emergency, the loss of biodiversity, and the pollution epidemic. These urgent issues cross national boundaries and affects every part of our planet. The need for action has never been more pressing. As we stand on the verge of irreversible damage, understanding the issue is no longer our primary concern. Instead, we must engage the melting glaciers, widespread deforestation, disappearing species, and contaminated air and water. In addition to endangering the delicate balance of our ecosystem, the triple planetary crisis also threatens the very basis of human well-being. It's complicated web problems that cannot be resolved by a small group of people or in isolation. It's a call for international cooperation. The younger generation hold the key to turning the tide. The energy, enthusiasm, and emphatic thinking are invaluable assets in dealing with this crisis. But how can young learners contribute in a meaningful way? First, international cooperation and policy. The cornerstone of our response to this crisis in environmental diplomacy to set strict emissions targets, safeguard biodiversity, and implement strict policy. Nations must cooperate across political divides. Governments must prioritize long-term over short-term gains as demanded by young people. Second, embracing innovations. And effectively, in the struggle against this crisis is innovation. Young people are uniquely poised to lead technology advancements, from innovations and renewable energy to eco-friendly farming practice. Youth of today are leaders of today, not just leaders of tomorrow. You can lead our world toward a more sustainable future by accepting your role as change agent using the instruments of diplomacy, innovation, and education. The famous quote from Mahatma Gandhi goes, "You must be the change you want to see in the world." Let's turn understanding into impact, concern into solution, and awareness into action. Together, we can change the course every event and protect the environment for our future generation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Wa asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'da. Amma ba'd. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, as well as my dear friend. I'd like to express my gratitude for giving me the time and opportunity to speak this morning about an important topic. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for the grace that allowed us all to arrive here in good health. Prayers and salutation given to the greatest prophet all the time, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness and the stupidity to the glory of Islam this time. Standing in front of you all, I would like to give a speech about navigating the triple planetary crisis, engaging youth in environmental diplomacy. Dear ladies and gentlemen, young people will shape the future, of course. The climate, biodiversity, and pollution crisis are three interrelated global crises that we are currently facing at a critical juncture in human history. These problems aren't just far-off dangers anymore. They're urgent situations that call for quick action. No group is better suited to lead this charge than the young generation like us, who must be united, creative, and of course inclusive in our response. Our world has already started to change as a result of the climate crisis, with extreme weather happening more frequently, the sea level rising, and ecosystems being disturbed. With species going extinct at a frightening rate, the biodiversity crisis puts the web of life in that support us in danger. Simultaneously, the pollution crisis worsens the state of our environment, impacting the quality of air, water, and soil, as well as human health. The key to changing the tide lies with the younger generations like us. In addressing this crisis, the passion, vigor, and creative thinking are invaluable assets. But how can young learners effectively contribute? First, education and advocacy. Firstly, acquire thorough understanding of the problem and inform others about it. Learn about the science underlying this crisis, the necessary policy changes, and the significance of sustainable living. Raise your voice, educating people. Discussions, events, and the use of social media are all ways to raise awareness and create a worldwide movement for changes. That's all for me for today. Sincerely, I'm Afsar on you. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
You can improve your gesture and
Chester.
yes, you can add the interaction with audience. You can give the question and you maybe can tell the name of the audience and ask about something you share with them, and you must to understand your material and you take off your clothes and just open your body. Yes, don't open your body and keep your head up. Yeah, because it's your confidence will be so in your in the audience.
Give applause.
Okay, so I think enough, and let's see who will be the next performers. Any volunteer? Any volunteer for the next performance?